National. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to have you here. And tonight, I'm just fired up because today I want to announce to you something that's going to happen. I thought about this. I was sharing a message with the text community and sending out a text message today. And I just declared that April was going to be a month of action and accountability. And so I sent out the message and I said, hey, listen, April is going to be a month of action and accountability. So what are you going to do in April? What are you going to get done? If you've been putting something off, if you have a dream, you haven't been taking action, April is a month of action and accountability. And so, as you can see behind me, people started responding, sending messages, and I started writing them down. And so, instead of just stopping, right, I want to keep that same energy going. I want to keep that same energy going tonight and do something that I've never done before, which is while we're going live, I'll be looking over here. So if I'm looking different places, it's because I'm looking at the responses. I want if you want to be accountable, to really step up to the plate and say you're going to get some stuff done this month in April coming up. I want you to share it, and I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to stick it on the TV. And so tonight, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about taking action and being accountable. If you don't have anything that's top of mind right now that you want to accomplish, it's all right. Take the next few days before we cross over into April and think about it. Think about what is something that you want to accomplish. Hold on, let me get my sticky notes. I'll be right back. So I'm a sticky note person, and for my birthday, I got a special package from one of the family, and she sent me some sticky notes. So I'm really excited about these. Like, sticky notes are my jam, right? Sticky notes are my jam. So what do you mean? Somebody said, why don't I go live on TikTok anymore? Well, I'm live on TikTok right now. And whenever I go live at the same time. So we're on I'm on right now on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. So I try to go live, use all the devices that I have to go live at the same time because I can, right? So I try to reach as many people at once. So I am live on TikTok, and but yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I'm definitely there, and I plan on going live a lot more. So all right. So while we're doing this, I want to start writing down some goals, right? Writing down some of your goals and sharing them with, putting them on the screen. So some of my goals, I'm gonna let you know some of my goals for April. A couple of them. I have a couple that stand out kind of big. So I want to do what I'm calling 100 fearless first rides. So 100 fearless first rides. I want to take a weekend in April and have 100 people, 100 women. It's gonna be 100 women, but 100 women that have never ridden a horse before, to have their first ride, right? To sign up to have their first ride. So 100 fearless first rides, and it doesn't have to be all women, but generally the women are the ones that tend to respond to riding the horse. So hey, that's where I serve, and that's women and children most often respond. So that's one of my goals: 100 fearless first rides. Um, so that's one of them. And I also another big goal that I have. Well, another goal that I have. It's not necessarily big or small. Another goal that I have is I want in April. I have a goal of connecting with um, 20 20 brand new elementary schools. So I want to connect with 20 brand, at least. This is a minimum. So that's my first goal is 20, to connect with 20 elementary schools and partner up with them to implement a developmental program, inspirational program to encourage their students as well as the staff and administrators. And so we build this program where there are some schools that I work with where I send videos to the kids from the farm, or where if I'm out and about in life, I send them videos and I do this thing. I'll share it with you. I'll do it right now for you. So I'll get on. and I'll send them this message and I'll say, "What's happening, students? It's Coach Shep, and this is your I Matter moment." And then I go into it and I talk about something. So, like, I use like the social emotional aspects of life, and I send them programs that are centered around that. So, like today, I was talking about being unique and how each person has their own uniqueness, and that's what makes us special. And while I was doing it, I was showing them and introducing them to the animals at the farm. And so I was talking about how each animal was different and they're unique, and that's what makes them special. So I was encouraging the children that way. So yeah, Miss Snow, I could hook you up if you want to be one of the one of my partnering schools. We can definitely do that. So that's one of my goals is 20 to partner with 20 new schools, and I have some other goals in relationship to that because I've been when I first got started with the horses early on, I started dreaming, right? And 14 years ago, I developed a school and I had a pre-K through 8. We had about 140 students. And as a part of our program, we had horsemanship. And so I was super excited back in the day and thinking about just dreaming big, right? And I talked about how I could take the horses and travel around and take them to schools and go to their schools and do assemblies with the horses and things like that. And so something that I plan on doing this month as well is actually taking some of the horses out, whether it be Max or even some of the miniature goats, taking them out and being in the community and connecting with schools in my local area, in this Philadelphia area, greater Philadelphia area, and doing the same thing. So taking the horses and animals out, just like I have done with the chicks, and giving students an opportunity to interact. So these are my two big goals. Thank you for commenting on my clock back there, my love clock. So those are two big goals that I have for this month, right? Really connecting with more schools, building up the program, this I Matter Moments movement that we have that we're building, and encouraging students and teachers, and really just making an impact, right? Because I believe that when we impact students, we not only impact the student, but we have an opportunity to impact those that are around them. And so right now, since I put some of my dreams out there, if you want to be accountable, right? If you are ready to be accountable, let me know what you want to accomplish in the month of April. That you're going to take action. You're saying I'm going to take action with this in April. Lady J, good to see you. I sent you a message today. So if you're going to take action on something, I want to know. If you want to be held accountable, like I said, I'm putting them up on the TV, and I will call you out. I'm gonna say like, hey, you said you were going to do this thing. So make it for the month of April. Think about something you want to finish your assignments. All right. So let me Victoria's Heart one. Finish your assignments. All right. So there you go. Finish your assignments. All right, that's good stuff. All right, so you're finishing your assignments. We got something. This is accountability. We are not just going to sit here and talk about our dreams. No, we are going to be people that get them done. Everlasting now, close on my house and run 3 miles a week. Okay, okay. Let me see if I can hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I can. All right, so I'm going to screen record. Let me get my other screen record up too real quick. Because this way, if I screen record and the messages are moving too quickly, then I'll miss them. But you can also do this. You can also message me, like send me a direct message for that. So what we're doing tonight is we are being accountable for actions that we are saying we are going to take in April. I declare that April is a month of action and accountability. So we're going AAA on April, action and accountability. So shaving 30 seconds off my run time, Shaving, yes, sounds good. I'm putting that down. Close on my home and walk run 3 miles a week. Got it. Everlasting now, closing on the home, walk and run 3 miles a week. That's great. Shaving 30 seconds off with Fit with Lady J. Fantastic. So here's what we're doing. We're looking at what we're able to do and just being accountable for taking action. So often we have these thoughts, we have these ideas, but we don't move on them. All right, Casey Jones, 2225 says, I think on average, I need to add at least 1,000 steps to my days that I would work, AKA be more active. 1,000 steps. Nice. That's something that's measurable. You can track the fact that you are taking 1,000 steps a day. Fantastic. If you have something that is measurable, that is going to give you a way of letting you know if you did it or not. And so when you're creating a goal, if you say, I'm going to do it every day, or I'm going to do it a certain amount of time, or I'm going to do it at a certain time, then these are all things that can keep you on track. Nancy, good to see you. So Nancy is one of the ladies of Cinderella Strong, one of the sisters of Cinderella Strong, who's we've been connected for a good number of years, and just an amazing person. Haven't seen her in a while, so I'm happy to see you, Nancy. Hope that you and the family are doing well. So good to see you. All right, so El Michelle speaks. Start looking for my next real estate venture in April. All right, gonna start looking, putting in that time, putting in the effort, right? Looking, putting in effort. And see, we get to be held accountable for this. One of the things I think about is that when we look at our lives, we can take action with something that's physical, right? All of us can do something to increase our well-being, our physical health and wellness. So I encourage you to have a health and wellness goal for the month of April, right? Whether that means getting out and walking, perhaps you're making an adjustment to your diet, maybe you're drinking more water, whatever it may be, getting more sleep, right? These are things that you can do that will, instead of trying to win it all in one moment, say, hey, I'm committing in this month to taking action, right? Just taking action, right? Taking action. I'm going to drink some more water, right? Perhaps, excuse me, perhaps you don't, perhaps you drink a bottle or two a day. You might say, hey, I'm going to increase and drink one more bottle. I saw someone today on TikTok, and I was on TikTok, and he was challenging people in his community to do 5,000 jumping jacks in the month of April. And so that was like, 100, I think he said it was about 160 jumping jacks a day, somewhere roughly around there. But 5,000 jumping jacks. And he gave some different ways of doing jumping jacks. And I thought about this and I said, in the months that have gone by, what I've done is I've done a challenge, a walking challenge, where I've challenged the community. We had the app, and we get on the app, and we see how much we can walk. And so one of the things that I thought about doing, and I may still do it for the month of April, is having a marathon month where we look at accumulating 26.2 miles in the month, right? Out of all the days, 30 days, half September, April. So 30 days in April. In those 30 days, trying to accumulate 26.2 miles. So I call those marathon months, where we get out and we want to walk, right? And we get moving, get our bodies moving. So these are things that we can do. Or you might say, I'm going to do a half marathon in the month of April, right? So a half marathon obviously is 13.1. So you accumulate those steps and those miles over the course of the month, and it just gives you something to be excited about. Perhaps you say, I'm going to walk 5 miles or 5K, whatever it may be. You say, all right, I'm going to do this. Maybe you say, I'm committing to date night, right? I'm going to have at least 5 date nights with my spouse in the month, or 10, right? Or I'm going to set aside an hour each day for quality time with my child, or whatever it may be, right? Your goals can be they can be all over. So, Victoria's Heart, I'm putting your goal up there, just putting it up on the TV. Lady J's goals will go up there. Everybody's goals, they'll go through. Like I said, I'm doing the screen record, so I'll be able to capture. It was hard to get them as they were going through, pretty quickly, but we're going to add those two. Casey Jones, 22, 25. So keep sharing what you want to accomplish, and I will keep on writing and putting them up. Right? Accountability. That's what this is about. This is accountability month. Add 1,000 steps. All right. So we got this thing going. Accountability. Casey Jones going up on the screen. All right. What else? Clarity Rising. We have, my goal is to walk 6,000 steps a day. All right. And always, as always, I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Please forgive me. Walk 6,000 steps a day. This is good stuff. I see you, Miss Ruby. So you want to bring the marathon months back? We can bring them back. All right, so I'm getting these goals down. Let me see. All right. Jazzy May, I'm going to try my best to fast the whole month of April. Wow. All right, Jazzy May. So what kind of fast are you doing? Are you doing a water fast? What type of fast are you doing, Jazzy May, for the whole month of April? Fast for the entire month. Fast the month of April. I love this. I love all this accountability. Putting it up. Going up. So, and I'm writing down your handle, so that way, no water. The plan is to eat when the sun goes down. Okay. All right. Got you. All right. So let me keep on writing. Accountability. Victoria's Heart is up. Everlasting Now. I like this. I like the accountability. I like growing in our connection this way. Because to me, just talking and being inspirational, that's cool. But getting some stuff done, that's even better. So I enjoy that, knowing that we're actually putting in some work. Miles a week. It's good. So, you don't get to just get by. I'm like, no. We've been doing this thing for a little bit now. So if I'm going to show up and, be talking, then I want to know that, hey, we're making some impact. And I want you to be able to look at me and say, well, Brian, did you reach out to the schools? What did you do? Did you get 100, people to the farm to ride a horse for the first time? Right. So now, because I've told you, now I got to start really saying it like, hey, who's close, who's never ridden a horse before, who wants to ride for their first time? Come. Right. So I have all these ideas, and I got to get people here. I got to get people to have the experience, because that's what life is about. Life is about having an experience. So I want people to know they can have a fearless first ride. So many people tell me, oh, I'm afraid of riding a horse. Well, no, I want you to overcome the fear. So, me, I'm like, it's a life coaching session, as well as, an experience, but it's one of those things that I believe will change someone's life, because they'll say, I did that. Like, I did that thing with Brian. We did that thing. And so, I'm looking forward to this month. And like I said, you got to put yourself out there and be accountable. And so, because I want to be accountable, Lady J, you're up on the board. Because I want to be accountable, I'm gonna share it with you. All right, let's see. Clarity Rising says, I love this. Thank you. I've been working on my emotional place, and now it's time to work on the outside. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. When I'm over COVID, to make 6 journals and figure out what website to put my journals out. All right, cool. Let me write that down. For Forever My Heart journals. Let me write this down. At Forever My Heart journals. Right? Make 6 journals. Make 6 journals and get them out there. Yep, and get them online. Good stuff. All right, I got you. You got it down. You got it down. So, if you need to talk about how to get your journal out there, I can definitely help you with that. I do have a journal that's up right now on Amazon, and I got it up on my bookshelf too. But that was one of the things I was able to do, in these past few months, and get a journal out there. So I learned how to do that. So I've been, helping people to do that. So, yeah. So all right, I did use KDP. I did use KDP to get my journal out, and the process was I enjoyed it. It was pretty, you know, pretty straightforward. So I may have to. I have a few people that I've worked with that, and others that are kind of curious about it. So I may put together like a special group. Um, that might be something we could do. We can have a journal, publishing. I'll share some publishing stuff with you because I have a couple books that have been published. All right, Chris. Oh, Chris Coolady. I hope I didn't mispronounce it. Work every day this summer to buy a car. All right. So work every day this summer to buy a car. That's fantastic. That is a goal. Now we're going to bring it back. What I'm doing tonight, we're going to talk about April, the month of April. What can you do in the month of April to take action in the month of April and and get some movement, get some momentum going? So, even instead of waiting until summer, what can you do right now to start putting a few bucks away? Right. So if you can do something now, this month, let's carpe diem. Let's seize the moment. Let's seize this time and start taking some action in our lives so that we can look and say we are using time. We're being good stewards of time and using our time well to get things done. So, what can you do in the month of April to get things done? Casey Jones says, "Thank you. I love listening to you. I've missed listening to you. Just haven't seen you on live. You make my day better." I appreciate you so much for sharing that with me. These interactions, they do my heart good too, right? I love serving, but let me just tell you, um, you all pour back into my cup, and you fill me up, and I appreciate you. So, Forever My Heart Journals shared that you can sell stuff in your home. Your junk is someone else's treasure. This is actually a really good idea because most of us have stuff in our homes that we don't use, that's left over, and we might not think that it has value, but somebody else does. I mean, from scrap metal to light fixtures and things you don't use. There's a lot. I have a fish tank. I have 100-gallon fish tank right now that I'm going to put up on Facebook Marketplace just to move it, just to get it out, right? Just to get it going because I don't have fish in it. And it just sits there and it's occupying space. I'm like, no, I'm gonna move it out. So there are things you can do if you're talking about generating some extra additional income, there are things that you can do to generate some extra income. And I think income challenges and income goals are great to have, right? Give yourself a goal for generating some additional income if you want it, if you need it, if like, hey, if you don't need any extra additional income, don't worry about it. But if you do, then by all means, think about what can you sell? What ideas do you have? What services? Here's one for people that want to generate some additional income. Right. right now, everybody wants to sell things online, and it is great to sell things online. But one thing I did a few months back, just to show people the opportunities that are there for service, I said, I posted a post and I said, what would you pay $100 for today, for someone to help you to do that? And so people responded like, oh, if someone would clean out my garage, I would pay $100 for that. Oh, if somebody would wash my car or clean out my car, I would pay $100. If someone would help me move some furniture, I'd pay $100 for that. Clean up my backyard, I'd pay $100 for that. And so often there are people that need some help that would gladly pay. But when so many people just want to be online, there sometimes aren't people that just want to do physical work. So that's an opportunity, just putting that out there. I tell young people this all the time. Like, you may not have a whole lot of technical skills, but if you're willing to work and put forth some effort, opportunities there. So, what goals and dreams, ideas, what can you accomplish in the month of April? What are you willing to be accountable for? Since you're here, since you're hearing the message, what do you want to be accountable for accomplishing in the month of April? You can incorporate journaling with horseback riding before and after their ride. Flaherty rising, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell you, you're in my head. Here's why. Because I have a program, some healing programs, like healing with horses, and because I often refer to my horses as horses of hope and healing. And so, and as it's getting warmer now, we'll have Serenity Sundays and Serenity sessions where you're actually able to be in the pasture with the horses. This is a non-riding session, but you're in the pasture with the horses. You're there, you're relaxing, having moments of peace, moments of relaxation. And so a part of that, those that are a part of that will actually um, receive they're going to receive my journal, because my journal it actually goes with this process of being relaxed and just journaling. So you're definitely on point with that, and I'm glad that you share that. You brought confirmation for me, because this is something that I just wanted to do and serve, because I believe so many people have high levels of stress, and I'm a person that believes, like, listen, if we can get that stress down, if I can help you have some moments of peace, right? I like to be rough and tumble. I like to get down and dirty. But then there's that other side of me that is the massage therapist, that is therapeutic in nature, that I believe people um, they need some time in a green pasture. They need to get into a quiet place, because I think it is restorative for the soul. And it's a great opportunity for people to leave their phones. I have I have a box, right? I have a lock box. I'll show you my lock box. So so we have good old lock box here. Sometimes we have relationships when we're doing relationship coaching. I'm like, hey, bring your phone, put your phone in the box. We're gonna lock it up. So you lock up your phone in the box, get totally disconnected for a little bit, and connect in a different kind of way. So we get offline and get connected in person. And so we do that. And so those boxes are fun. Put the technology away for a little bit and just get tapped into nature, right? Do you know about hippotherapy? My son was quadriplegic and used to ride a horse. I I know about it, but I don't necessarily train it. Um, I mean, my experiences with people that have had physical challenges, it, it comes from sports, comes from being a massage therapist, and it also comes from working in just different environments and atmospheres with people that had physical challenges. But let me just tell you, I use the horses, and I believe that I can help somebody with the horses. And if someone makes their way to me and I get connected to them and they believe, hey, I would like an opportunity, I'm going to do everything that I can to give that person an opportunity. right? That's my approach to life. I am a let's say yes and figure out how, right? Like let's if you want that, if you believe that's going to make an impact in your life, let's figure out how to get it done. Let's believe in possibility, right? So I'm a big person that believes in possibility, and we let's move that way because I believe things are possible. I do. I believe, right? I can't I can't I'm not going to allow myself to believe that it's impossible. Not when we look around and we see things that happen, like people going to the moon and people diving deep into the ocean and people discovering things. you know Life itself. I mean, I was in the delivery room and saw two people come out of one person. Like when my twins were born, I'm like, this is incredible. Two people were inside of one person and they're alive. I'm like, this is like aliens, but this is amazing. So I think about, if two people can come out of one person, if one person could come out of one person, come on now. There are things that we can accomplish if we just put our heart and our mind and our effort to it. Like if we do it, I think we need to realize we are more powerful than what we've been giving ourselves credit for. And let's take action. That's why April is a month of action and accountability, right? Right. What can you do in 1 month? If you focus for 1 month, what can you do? In 1 month, could you perhaps write a couple chapters of your book? Could you perhaps write the whole book? In 1 month, what can you do? What are you willing to be accountable for? What are you willing to focus on for 1 month? Forget the rest of the year, right? 1 month, April, a month of action and accountability. For 1 month, what are you willing to do? In 1 month, could you become just a bit more healthy if you decided, I'm going to focus for 1 month? Could you? Right? Is it possible? Right? So let's think about that. I look, I want to inspire you. I want to provoke you. I want to agitate you to take action. And one of the ways that I want to do that is by being an example. I want to show you, like, I want you to say, this month in April, wow, Brian is doing the thing. Look, look, oh, okay, Serenity Sundays are happening. Look, another Serenity session is happening. People are sitting in the pasture and they're journaling and they're having an experience and they're having a moment, right? They're sitting in the pasture. The horses are walking around people. People that perhaps have never ever been with a horse. They're going to be there. They're going to be able to touch them. The horse is going to walk up to them. The horse might smell their hair or whatever. 100 fearless first rides. Like, I want 100 people that have never been on the back of a horse to have that opportunity. That's 100 lives that would be forever changed. What can you do? Thank you, Fupa Whisperer, for wishing me a happy birthday. What can you do in 1 month? In 1 month, in the month of April, what can you do? And if you're willing to tell me, I'm going to write it down and I'm going to stick it up there. Right? That's what it's about. I'm getting ready to shut it down. So if you have anything, let me know, because we're getting it down. We're going to be accountable, and we're going to do it. And hopefully, something that would be really cool is if in this month, if you do document it a little bit, if you do put it on social media, tag me, let me know. Like, let's not just be here and like be inspired and then go away. No, like, share it, like tag me. Hey, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing that I said I was going to do. Because what happens is that's how we create momentum. That's how we create energy, right? That's how we do it. We take action, we share it. Please, by all means, tag me, right? Like, I want to be a part of it. I want to be in the moment, right? I want to be able to celebrate because celebration is a good thing. Like celebration, I think is necessary. It's essential. So many of us go through our lives and we never get celebrated, right? And I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to create an environment, an atmosphere where we are accomplishing and we are celebrating and cheering one another on and encouraging one another and sharing the experiences of what happens. So, by all means, please tag me. I'm drinking half my body weight in ounces of water in March. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So, what's April going to look like for you? Fupa Whisperer, because I'm writing it down. I know you have something. So, I'm already writing your name down because I know you're going to give me something that you're going to have for April. I'm just putting you on the spot, right? Right. So what do you have? What are we going to do in April? We're going to shut it down in about 2 minutes. So get yours out there, get it there. I don't know why. All right. So everybody that's on Facebook, right? If you're on Facebook, make sure you click on the StreamYard. I have to look over here. Make sure you click on the StreamYard link because I won't be able to see your comments if you don't. So you have to allow for your comments to be seen. So make sure you click on that link that that allows you to share. So that way it'll come up on the screen. And if you don't, then I can't actually see it. So please do that because I notice a lot of times that after the sessions are over, then I have to go back in and I can see all the comments later. All right, so you're going to keep it up. You're going to keep up the water. All right, keeping up with the water. Half your body weight in ounces of water. I think all of us at the very least should have putting that up. All of us at the very least should have something physically we want to accomplish. Something physically we want to do for our well-being, whether that means setting aside some quiet time for yourself, doing something. Wait, I'm the girl from Mrs. Leott's class. Hey, wait, who's that? Well, Christiana, is that your name? Did I get it right? Let me know if I got it right. So I'm really excited about this. One of my students, you're now one of my students too, because once we get connected, we are together. Christiana, so glad that you are here. So one of my students is here, and she's from the school that I shared the baby chicks with. Just want to let you know the chicks are doing great, and I'll share a video of them tomorrow. But so now this is what happens. Like I was telling you, this is my goal. I want to be connected to more schools because of moments like this where a young person can be part of the live broadcast. I get to see them, I get to recognize them. They get to be excited. I'm excited because guess what? This is cool. I say to myself and to those that know me, like I'm fifth grade famous. I like being fifth grade famous. I like it that fifth graders in my community, they know me, right? And so that's exciting for me. That brings me joy. Um, and so look forward to having them coming to visit the farm and seeing the chicks. That'll be a thing. But I think it's super cool that we connect on social media as well because there's a real life connection. I'm not just like one or the other, but it is both. So, all right, Shauna 560. Let me write down your goal. Shauna 560. I want to do at least 10 minutes of meditation a day. At least 10 minutes of meditation a day. That's got it. All right. All right, Shauna 560. I have you. You are on a sticky note and you are up. You're up on the board. So we're getting it in. We are getting it in. All right. I said 2 minutes. That was like 3 minutes ago. So we'll make it 3 more minutes just to end at 9:50 because it's a nice round number. So we got some goals. We're sharing them. Christiana, if you have anything, if you have a goal that you want to accomplish in April, let me know. I'm going to write it down. Right. Everybody, if you have a goal, share your goal, something you want to accomplish, because April is a month of what? Action and accountability. Take action, be accountable. Say that you're going to do it, get it done. All right. This is what we want to do. We want to see life will not change if we don't change. Life will not change if we don't take action. So, April is a month of action and accountability. Why? Because you want to see your life changed, don't you? I know I do. Right. I don't want to just dream it, I want to experience it. It was cool for me. It's cool when I get to take those chicks into the classroom, be connected to a school, get to encourage the teachers and the administrators. That is fun. That is life-giving. So Flaherty Rising asks the question, how do you motivate yourself when it's difficult? So first of all, when it's difficult, right? And life is challenging, sometimes you don't feel like doing it. Well, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're actually tired. Sometimes you're actually burnt out and you need to take a break. Sometimes you need to like take a pause, right? But if you say that you're going to do something, right? Let's just say, right? Christiana just said to read 15 minutes every day. So, because reading 15 minutes every day is the goal, and you're giving yourself a goal for 1 month, right? We're not giving the goal for forever, right? It's for 1 month. Christiana's here. Read 15. I'm writing this down. Read 15 minutes a day. Going up on the board. I'm proud of you, Christiana. Good job. All right. And Nitria says she's going to do the sacred 20 exercises. I'm writing these down, but I'm going to get to that question. I didn't forget. Anitria 0307. I want to do the sacred 20 minutes exercises every day. Sacred 20. In April. All right. So when you don't feel like doing it, when life is hard, when life gets challenging, when life gets difficult, you're up there, Anitria. So what do you do? Once you've made the commitment, go all in. Right? Don't let yourself get out. This is where the accountability comes in, right? Because here's what I think. Sometimes when what we deem to be difficult or the challenges that we face, right? We have to face them. That's the whole point. If we don't have the challenge, there is no growth. One thing I know about being in the gym, right? When you go to the gym and you're training, right? And so you're pushing, you need the resistance, you need the weights, you need the struggles, because that's what builds you up. So when we look at setting a goal, when we say that we're going to do something, we only have a small portion of time. We said April, we're going to do something in April. We're not looking at the rest of 2022. No, we're looking at April. What can we do in April? We know that we have a start date. We know that we have an end date. We know it's going to be 30 days. You have 30 days. I would say lovingly that we look at life in those 30 days and we tell ourselves, suck it up. Take on a whole, become a different animal, become a different beast. Get tough with yourself and say, no, I'm getting this done, because here's the reason why. Because you do not want to lie to yourself. The problem many of us have is that we lie to ourselves so often. When we say things on the inside, we don't believe it. And the energy is just so dull. It is just blah. because we have become so good at lying to ourselves, we don't even believe ourselves when we say we're going to do something. So, the one thing that you want to do is you want to become a person of truth with yourself, right? You want to be able to say to yourself, I'm going to I'm going to do this, and then do it so that you can move, so that you can take action. Tell yourself, all right, I'm going to do this. I am going to I'm going to reach out and and ask the world, are there 100 people that are afraid of riding a horse that want to ride a horse? 100 fearless first rides. Who wants to ride? And if I have to get on my social media and keep on saying it and saying it and saying it, I'm going for 100. I'm shooting for 100. Do I get to control the outcome? No, but I do get to control my effort. I do get to control whether or not I talk about it. If I say that I want 100 people that have never ridden a horse to have an opportunity to ride a horse, but I don't tell anybody, then I've just lied to myself. After a while. There, yeah, Morgan said it. I'm worthy of my commitment to myself. Yeah, you absolutely are. And the thing is, after a while, when you start talking to yourself and you say something and then you accomplish it, it builds momentum in your life. I believe when I say that I'm going to do something, I believe that I'm going to do it. Because if I look back through my life, then I can look back and I can see evidence. When I said, oh, I'm going to play on this particular team, I'm going to make the team. I'm going to be the team captain. I'm going to play ball in college. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to, start a women's empowerment program. I'm going to open a gym. I'm going to open. Okay, I can look back and say, I've done it. So I believe in myself. I have a belief in myself that I can do what I say I'm going to do. And so I encourage people, like, start building that resume. Start building your resume of belief in yourself, because you look at something that you can accomplish and then you do it. That's why don't worry about the whole rest of the year. What can you do in 1 month? Tell yourself, I'm going to write the chapter. Tell yourself, I'm going to go out and walk 5 minutes a day. You don't have to win the whole world. Say, I'm going to go out and do something that I know I'm capable of doing. I'm going to be committed to what I'm capable of doing. I'm not even encouraging you to stretch yourself. No, no, no. Do what you know that you're capable of doing, but be committed to it. All right? So you go all in with it. Go all in with your commitment and don't let yourself have the escape. No, just tell yourself, now for this month, we're going to be good at this. For this month, we're going to get this done. And be accountable. Be connected with other people. Somebody that's going to encourage you. Somebody that's not going to say, "Oh, it's okay if you don't do it." No, don't. Mm-mm. For this month, don't let it be okay not to do it. Let this month be the month you say, "I'm going to do it." And it's fun, right? It's fun. So, all right. Anybody else? Anybody else have anything that you want to share, that you want to commit to in the month of April, taking action and being accountable? Go ahead and put yourself out there. While the getting is good, put yourself out there, be accountable for it, and most importantly, get it done. Right? Get it done because you can. Because you can, and you'll be proud of yourself, and it'll be fulfilling. So often we can feel empty and purposeless in life because we haven't given ourselves a true direction and a way to move. All right, write a new program, Josh Productions. Let me get you down. Josh Production. Write a new program as a project. All right, got you. Write a new program as a project. All right, there we go. It's going up on the TV. This is good. This is good. All right, everybody. It's been fantastic. Way to go. Way to be committed. We'll talk about this a little bit more in the days to come. And that way, for those that may have missed tonight's session, they can still get tapped in, right? They can still be part because we want to take action. We want to be accountable. We want to, we want to live a fulfilling life. Okay. So you might have missed my goal. So what was my goal? I have a couple goals. I want to connect with and build relationships with. All right, wait, let me write down cherry blossoms. Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom 00014. Commit to loving myself more. All right. Commit to loving myself more. I'm going to stretch you here. Commit to loving myself more with what action? What action are you willing to take or willing to do for yourself that will be the one that you can look at and you'll say, you know what? I'm going to do this action as a way of committing to loving myself. Perhaps it is having, a few moments where you sit down and drink a cup of coffee, in your day. Or you might say, I'm going to commit to loving myself by drinking more water. I like to use drinking water because so many people struggle with that. But in what way? Get a massage once a week, right? In what way are you going to commit to loving yourself? And so while I wait for that, my goal for this month, I want to do 100 fearless first rides on a horse. Give people 100 people that have never ridden a horse a first ride. Right. I want to actually do it. I actually want to do it all on one day. So this is my big idea is to have one day where we do 100 fearless first rides. And it's just a big event in April. So there's that. But I also want to connect with at least 20 schools, 20 elementary schools, elementary middle schools, to create a connection with them, a partnership with them to bring into their school an inspirational program, interactive inspirational program for their students, teachers, and administrators to encourage the community to be engaged with one another and to increase the social emotional wellness of the school. So that is all right. 20 minutes, 20-minute affirmation. That's great. See, 20 minutes made it measurable. 20-minute affirmation. Fantastic. Got it. Got it. Going up on the board. Yeah. So I've gotten to a place in life where my dreams, some of the dreams that have been dormant are awakening in a big time way. And so life is coming back. Dreams are opening up. Patterns. I'm seeing patterns and strategies again that are being reawakened. So I'm really excited about what's happening in life and the educational part of me being reawakened. It is a good thing. Today, um, I'll share this with you. Today, I'll share it tomorrow. I'll share it tomorrow. But some good stuff happened today. Um, but yeah, some things are really waking up, and I believe that I see a path for making an impact with in communities, right? Um, Making an impact in the communities that are around me, and being in the schools is a big part of that. Getting out there, speaking, uh, I children, impacting the life of children um, really is important to me because I believe they're such an instrumental part of the world. And I believe they're facing a whole lot of stuff now. So to encourage young people, build them up, give them hope, that's a good thing. And I'm looking forward to be connected. All right, Christiana, I'm adding that. Uh, I'm adding that to yours. Exercise more. So how much are you going to exercise, Christiana? Exercise more. Let's put a time on it. 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, right? Being committed to a certain amount of time. You say you're going to exercise 10 minutes a day. You know, that's something that you can add in. You can block that time off. And what it will do as you're exercising, you'll start to build. What you're doing is you're making a deposit in your life and letting yourself know that you are caring about yourself. 15 minutes. That's great. So make that 15-minute deposit in your life. And what it'll do is it's going to encourage you. So be committed to that. I'm proud of you for that. That's a great thing to do for yourself. So, all right, everybody, let's get ready to shut it down and just finish up tonight. So I'm going to do what I do, and as you know, I'm going to share a prayer with you, and you don't have to believe what I believe, and it's all right if you don't. It's all good. But I like to share a prayer because that's my way of being a blessing to you. And that's what I know as a way of showing love. So please receive it and and we can wrap up for the night. All right. So Father, thank you for this day that you've made. Thank you for the opportunities to be together with this amazing group of people. Thank you for each and every person that is here. Thank you for how special their life is. And I thank you tonight for the commitment to action that they've made because now they've given their life purpose and direction in a new way, right? Being accountable to take action is a big deal because we are honoring time that we have and saying that we want to do something with it. So I thank you in advance for what's going to happen in the lives of each one of these that have made a commitment and that are moving forward to do and accomplish. I thank you for the feelings of success and achievement that will accompany. I thank you for the success mindset that will be there, that we will break away from feeling like we are failures to knowing that we are able to accomplish. Thank you for what is going to happen in the lives of each person. Thank you for the change. Thank you for the connection. Thank you for the community being built. Thank you for the family and the care that is being shared one with another. Thank you for the time that each person has given to these moments. I pray that they would be tremendously blessed as they go throughout the rest of their evening and the rest of the week. I pray blessings upon their lives, purpose. I pray that they would feel loved and connected to something special. I believe that this is a special place. And I thank you for each one of these special people that are here. And I do, again, pray blessings upon them. And I thank you in advance for what will be done. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Fantastic, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Yes. Yes, indeed. See, that was a great encouragement. Exercise because you love you, not because you feel bad about yourself. That's great encouragement. Great encouragement. Right? When we learn that taking care of ourselves because we love ourselves is an opportunity we have. It's a place of growth. All right, shutting it down for the night. I am B.A. Shepherd, 2P's ARD, reminding you to be a shepherd. The world has enough sheep. I love you much. Good night. See ya.